Well, it's Richard here again, freetheanimal.com, and something funny happened last night, or yesterday afternoon. About this time yesterday afternoon. I'm in the pool, the condo pool, and for the second time I met Jeff, who's an American, a Californian American actually, and I grew up in Nevada and then lived for 30 years in California. So, there's a lot of Americans in this condo complex, and it's very unusual because typically you're meeting Europeans and Australians because it's just closer to them. For them, America is a tougher call for Thailand. You want to go home, you're into it for like 30 to 40 hours one way. So anyway, talking to Jeff, and he looks good. I'm thinking maybe he's about my age. I'm 63, and maybe even younger. And he's lean, looks good. He's well spoken, sharp, and everything. And he's been here for about a month and a half, I think. And he'd come previously 2 weeks and then for a month, and he decided to pop and just go for the retirement visa like I have, and it's already done. So he's a resident here now, like me. And just talking more and more, it's very amazing when you meet expats, men expats, older like me. You're talking 90% conservative-minded dudes, right? They like the way things should be. I'll leave it at that. Use your own imagination. And I'm not talking about necessarily God or religion or anything like that. They just like conservative values, the kind of stuff America was built on. And so anyway, talking to him, and I'm like, "Hey Jeff, how old are you?" And he's fit because he's a tennis pro, longtime tennis pro instructor, and he's telling me about a club he's a member of just like 200 meters away at the Royal Cliff. Big complex, happens to be the hotel that I stayed the first night when I showed up in Pattaya 38 years ago. But now, it's grown, it's built. They have got like 3 or 4 different hotels, and they got a beach club. They've got a club that's like tennis, swimming pools, and everything. And so he's a member of that, but he also has rights to do his tennis instruction. So I started looking into that. But anyway, Jeff is like, when he said he's 67, I'm like, wow, look at your hair. And turns out he gets, just outside the door of our place here, he gets his hair, and he's black haired, olive skin, black haired kind of guy, and I think he's Jewish, but he goes there and gets that done. I'm like, that's interesting. And it reminded me of when I was here one time in 1989. So we're talking, what would I be? I'd be 28 years old. And I got a beach blonde look. They just bleach it blonde in a hair salon on Beach Road, just for fun, right? I thought, wow, let's see. So I go down there, I go in for a trim. They trim it. I said, I'm going a little bit longer to get a trim. And I said, what do you think? What if I get a color, right? Because I've got gray going on and everything. And so, they looked and they said, well, this one, A little lighter brown, a little darker brown. I selected the one. I probably next time when the roots start growing, I'll go with a little bit darker brown. It looks a little bit reddish to me. But anyway, here I am. You judge for yourself whether it gives me a younger appearance. And, you know, I mean, it's competitive here. You don't want to get rejected by an 18-year-old because you look, you know, 60, like 55 instead of 50. You know, you get an edge if you look 50, maybe 45. So anyway, I thought I'd throw that out there. But I'm doing a post right now on it's funny. I'm just connecting a lot of dots, cultural kind of dots, in terms of hip hop, rednecks, Olympic breakdancing, and AC/DC. Now, if you want to know what that's all about, you're going to hit the link in the description, and I'm going to tell you about how you take a bunch of things that you think have no relation, but you bring them all together for enhanced understanding, context, integration, and honesty above all. Honesty above all. So just look at the world for the way it is, and not like how people want you to look at the world to serve their own interests. What do you think about that? Do you want to live by your own interests, or do you want to be a sycophant and a water carrier and a what is it? What kind of boy? What kind of boy is it if you're doing shit for other people rather than for yourself? Are you a boy? Are you a boy? Do you get your little pink panties? Are you a male with a thing, but you have little pink panties and you're searching the internet for stuff that gets your little pink panties in a bunch? Are you that kind of a male? I can cure you. I can cure your little pink bunched panties. So hit the link in the description. Be cured of your little pink bunched panties. Out.